The case entity in Alert Stratus has been extended to now allow them to be either billable or non-billable. So if I'm going to create a billable case that's going to be a regular time and materials type of engagement, I'm going to select our Alert Stratus tab, I'll select our cases entity, where then here I'll see a list of all of our open and closed cases, and I'll select New here in the ribbon bar to create a new case. So this here is a lot like just filling out a case in regular CRM, with just a couple of little differences. So I have our case number. This is grayed out because the system's going to create that for us. I'll enter our account. It's bringing over their default address here for me. I can enter a contact person for this case. Select a case origin. Select a title for the case. In this example, it's a customer that's requesting some hardware service for a piece of hardware that they have on site. I can enter a CRM subject for better reporting of what types of cases that we have coming in. Select our case type. If I want to associate this case with a project task, I can do so, and I'll just select the project task that we'd like to append this case to. The closed and closed date information, these fields are grayed out because the system's going to populate this once we complete and close the case. We have our service details, so if this Best O Things customer has a service contract with us, that contract is going to enter here, and it'll show me the appropriate contract line item that's appropriate for this case. And if I've set that line item to have a default service or a default coverage code, it's going to populate those details here so I can very quickly know what type of entitlements this customer has. So this customer doesn't have a service contract with us, so these fields are going to be blank. So next I'll enter our service code. In this example, we'll select time and materials. We'll enter our coverage code. So if we have certain hours are one rate and a certain hours another rate, we can enter those here at the coverage code level. Enter a description so the resource knows what kind of work to perform. And then lastly, we have the assignment information. So here's where I can go ahead and actually dispatch this case to a certain resource. We have our status reason, so if we want to manually move along the status of this particular case, we can do so. We can enter our follow-up by date. Then we have our billing information, so we know who the bill to account is, we know the billing address. We can select a different bill to contact as well if we wish. We will need to enter our CRM price level, and the last step is just to save this case. So now that I've saved it, I can choose to add any files or notes to this case if I wish. And because I've now dispatched this case to Nancy Hill, she'll now see this case listed in her queue of cases that need to be complete.